Hi, it's Chris Ruggiero, and today I'm going to show you how to make sauce and meatballs stuffed with mozzarella. So we're going to take our chopped meat first. It's 2 pounds of chopped meat. It's veal, pork, and beef all mixed together. And we're going to just mix it up like this first. Now, for every pound of chopped meat that we use, we're going to crack 1 egg per pound. So since we have 2 pounds here, we're going to use 2 eggs. Nice and simple. And just mix it up like this again. What we're going to do here now is we're going to take our garlic press and we're going to press the garlic in here. Now, don't be cheap with the garlic. Meatballs need a lot of garlic. I love garlic. You can put as much as you want, but being that we're making 2 pounds of meatballs, I'm going to use the whole head of garlic, no less. Here's one of the most important parts now in making the meatballs taste good. We gotta season the meatballs. We're gonna take 2 tablespoons of Lowry seasoning. Looks just like this here. It's blasting with flavors. And then we're gonna take 4 tablespoons of salt. And last but not least, my favorite part to this all is we're gonna take about a cup of Pecorino Romano cheese. Not Parmesan. Pecorino has the salt in it. And we're gonna dump it all inside the meatballs here. And what's gonna happen is when we fry the meatballs, the cheese is gonna get so crispy that the meatballs are gonna have a crunch. You cannot miss this next step if you wanna have meatballs that are off the hook. I like to take 2 pieces of Italian bread. Doesn't have to be fresh, it could be crispy, perfect. And we're gonna put it in water and we're gonna let it soak and we're gonna squeeze it like a sponge. And at the end of a few minutes, we're gonna drain all the water out of it and we're gonna throw it in our bowl with the meat. This is how you get the perfect meatballs. Let's add in all our final ingredients. We're gonna take the soaked bread I was talking about before, put it on top of the meat. We're gonna take a cup of breadcrumbs and we're gonna take our chopped parsley from before. Now we're gonna just mix it all together. Here is a heart that is lonely, that you can't keep or break. How else can I tell you? What more can I do? Why don't you believe me? I love only you. Check this out now. We're gonna take our mozzarella and we're gonna slice it into 4s and we're gonna make squares out of it so that we can stuff every meatball with 1 piece of mozzarella. Now, here's where the fun starts. We're gonna take a piece of meat in our hand, this big, a little bigger than a golf ball. We're gonna take our piece of mozzarella, we're gonna stick it inside, and we're gonna just roll it up like this into a ball. Now we're gonna do this until we have no meat left, and they all look like meatballs. So before we fry our meatballs, we're gonna start our sauce. Let's fill the bottom of the pot with oil that we're gonna use for the sauce. And then we're gonna take the garlic again. We're gonna use a whole head of garlic and we're just gonna fry it in here before we add anything else but the oil. We're gonna just fry the garlic for a few minutes on medium heat until it starts to get brown. Then right after that, we're gonna add our tomatoes and we're gonna blend them up and let it cook for a few hours. Check it out. Now once the garlic is all cooked, we're gonna slowly pour in our tomatoes because this could make a mess if you do it too fast. And I like to fill this up with water, rinse out everything that's left, and pour some water inside, about a cup of water. Make sure the sauce is on medium heat. We're gonna pour in our salt, about 3 tablespoons. and we're gonna let it cook for 2 to 3 hours, stirring it every 20 to 30 minutes or so that it doesn't burn. We're gonna put a cover on the top, and that's it. Let's get back to frying the meatballs. Let's fry these babies up. Now we're gonna fry them for about 8 minutes. The outside's gonna get nice and crispy. There's 2 ways you could do this. You could do it the way I do it, which is fry them, cook them all the way through, and then after our sauce is done, we pour it on top and eat them. Or cook them halfway through, and you can cook them in the sauce while the sauce is cooking for a few hours. But the problem with that is they tend to lose a lot of their flavor, and they lose their crisp, which I don't like. So I'm just going to do it my way. 8 minutes, cook them nice, crispy, and eat them. The meatballs are done now, and we're going to put them in a baking dish lined with paper towel to soak up the oil.
Why don't you believe me? I love only you.
Thank you for watching, and if you'd like, go check out another video of mine where I teach you how to make homemade pasta to go with the meatballs and sauce.